Yes, they were facing two quarterbacks that hadn't started all year, but the Chiefs' defense did exactly what a good team should do in that situation: dominate. 6 interceptions, 2 taken back for touchdowns, and a shutout for the KC defense that was facing the highest scoring team in the division. Although, I guess that's not really saying that much. But to the original point, the defense dominated a wounded team just like they're supposed to.
Defensively, I mean, we created turnovers. I got to take my hat off to our secondary and the plays that they were able to make, and really the entire 11-man operation, because there were a lot of guys out there. You know, it's hot. They were hurting as that game went on, and they battled it out and created enough turnovers to overcome some of our other mistakes.
Big win for us today against a great opponent on the road. I thought it was a complete team victory. You know, everybody stepped up. The defense, I mean, what more can you say? They gave us a goose egg today.
The Texas Rangers scored twice in the 8th inning to break a 2-2 tie, and at last check, they're 3 outs from taking a 3-2 World Series lead. The MVC has entered into a 5-year broadcast deal with ESPN. That puts 7 Wichita State games on the ESPN family of networks, which includes the online version ESPN3. That includes all 3 games with the Puerto Rico tip-off. You can get your first look at the Shockers Thursday night at Shocker Madness at the Roundhouse. The Shocker baseball schedule also out today. There are some of the highlights, a lot of quirks in this one, including a 20-game homestand and just 4 home games in May. The whole schedule is up on the sports page at Kake.com. Well, new Bluestem High School football head coach Kyle Wallace knew he had a lot of work to do to turn the football program into a winner. It didn't take long. I was with the Lions at midnight on August 15th, the very first second that teams were allowed to practice. At that point, Bluestem had won just 1 game in the last decade. 3 weeks ago, they were trying to avoid their 30th straight loss. And they did, beating Wichita Independent 29-0. Then district play started, and then they beat a 3-2 Eureka team. That's 2 in a row. Then last week, the Bluestem Lions topped Fredonia 20-12 to earn their first playoff berth in school history.
Well, it's great for these kids. We've asked a lot of them since we first came on here with the new staff, and then we've asked more of them. They've been asked of in the past, and so for them to kind of reap some of the rewards now of all the hard work they put in, it's great for them and it's great for the community as well to have a sense of pride about the football program out here.
Coach always says it's all in the process of winning, and I believe him. And the team worked hard at it. These 3 win streaks really boosted our confidence, and I mean, it just feels great for history be made for our senior class and for the team.
Soccer playoffs kicking off tonight in Cakeland. Let's check out the new school, Goddard Eisenhower at Valley Center. Eisenhower in all black tonight. Late first half, Hornets Eduardo Juanez finds the back of the net. Second half, Eisenhower's Thompson Tickham finds the back of the net as well on the breakaway. Eisenhower comes back to win this game 3-2. They'll face Capon tomorrow. To Towanda now, Circle and Mulvane, the Thunderbirds having a ball. That's Evan Unruh working the defender. We're going to see it. Okay, this is the 2 teams that are playing each other, Mulvane and Circle. There is Circle's Evan Unruh working the defender and then beating the keeper to make it 5-1. A couple minutes later, Unruh gets the open net and nets it again. T-Birds go on to win 6-1. Cool story out there in Bluestem.
Yeah,
big
yeah,
turnaround.
and I remember that story. You were there when we did the previews. You were there at midnight, and here they are in the playoffs for the first time in
ever.
Well, ever.
Yeah, in the history of the world.
History. Yes. Thanks, Mike. We'll be right back.